Grand Rising, everyone. Want to give you a really quick update. There is something definitely going on in Germany. I have no idea. Right now, when I look at everything, now we did do a little quick peek at Germany and also the UK on the previous video, but I want to show you here that there are 4 unconfirmed earthquakes in Germany. Now, the first one happened just recently on the 10th, 52 minutes ago, and it said it was near Berlin, but it doesn't say anything as far as what took place or how strong it was. Then on the 10th again in Switzerland, so they felt it in Germany. One of the reports came in from Germany that they felt it, that particular one, 6 hours ago. 22 hours ago, there was one in the Heidelberg region that was unconfirmed, and 9 reports stated that they felt it. And the thing about that, I know that there's a military base in Heidelberg, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there was one in Heidelberg. It may still be there, I'm not really sure. Then July the 9th, there was another one there in Stuttgart. Stuttgart also has a military base. If I'm not mistaken, Stuttgart is one where it's Wiesbaden has one of the hospitals. But Stuttgart is another military type of base also. Then there was one in, only reason why I say that because I lived in Germany. I used to live in Bitburg. And then another one was on the 9th of July. And it was also unconfirmed in Karlsruhe. And that particular one, it says it was unconfirmed as well. So then there was one 4.0. Now this is the one we're going to look at. There was 5,571 people felt this earthquake. Now when I looked it up on the application, it had a different place. This one here is saying that it was in Balingen in Baden-Württemberg, Germany. Excuse me, everyone from Germany. I'm really trying. You know how it is. We really try to pronounce things right. But that was a 4.0, and that was 1 day and 8 hours ago. Now let's take a look at the app and see what it says here. It says 5,766 users felt that. But it has a different location. It has Rangendingen, something like that. I'm trying. And that one right there was actually in a totally different area, but it's the same 4.0. And it was downgraded because it's one of the places said it was a 4.4. It has 2 other sources. I don't want to get into that though. I'll be in a carousel of going to different ranges of stuff. Okay, so this one here is where the one is, and this is where all those responses was over in this particular area. Now let's see. Let's go up and look at this a little bit. See if I can get this to go a little bit bigger for us. Wow, it's just more and more and more. But let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and go in because I have to get closer anyway. Let's see. What's this say? Any of them in English? It was kind of scary. Felt like a blast. See, there's a lot of Americans in this area because there's actually bases and stuff. People live throughout Germany. Even though we'll be stationed at a base, a lot of times we'll live in different areas. I'm trying to see if we can find. Okay, that's in German. That's in German. So it's kind of hard to see if we can find anything. But over 5,000, almost 6,000 people responded to this particular room shaking. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard. It's so spread out too. Weak shaking, weak shaking. Let's go on out a little bit. But look at all these different places that this was felt. These are different places that this particular earthquake was felt at. And it looks as though there was more than one. Let's see if we can get into that. There was a 3.8 yesterday in that same general area. Then there was a 3.6 in Germany. I mean, look at this. I mean, if you look Look at that. There's actually more than one. There's some in Switzerland, and there's several here in Germany. So right now, Germany is getting quite a few earthquakes. And if we look over to the neighboring countries, excuse me, in France, there's also earthquakes that are happening as well, and Switzerland and Austria. I see some here in Austria. And if we go down to Italy, it is insane. Look at that. So I'm just going to talk about these countries right now. So we have Germany, Italy, Sicilia's not having any, Sicily's not having any. At least I don't see any. But even if you look in Italy, there's quite a few volcanoes that are extinct there. Doesn't mean they can't erupt, but that whole area of Italy is primarily a whole bunch of extinct volcanoes. Maybe that's why they have such a great vineyards. Is that soil is rich out there. Monaco. So all of these areas up in here, Liechtenstein and Germany, are having earthquakes. Let's see, where is this at? And they're having quarry blast, which means they're actually setting explosions in certain places in France. Okay, but back to Germany. They've had quite a few. Just want you to know that one larger earthquake did generate 5,766 users did feel this 4.0, and one of the agencies did state it was a 4.4. So in other words, it was more than likely a lot larger than the 4.0, and that's why that mass of people have felt that all across that wide area. Everyone will keep you tuned in to what's going on. It's not just about what's going on in the States. What happens around the world affects us all. We are on this one planet together. And some of us are connected through tectonic plates. You know what I'm saying? So one plate moved, guess what? The other ones might just move too. And we're on one. So let's make sure that we say props and shout outs to everyone in Germany. And everyone in Germany, please make sure you stay safe. And everybody all around the world, please stay safe. And get yourself some sort of disaster app, volcano app. Some of them you don't, you don't even have to pay or anything for one. It's worth investing into. We're going to keep repeating that, and we're not making money off of that or anything like that. If you want to give a donation or anything like that, I'm always at Cash App $ Phoenix Ankaa if you want to do that, but you don't have to. But only thing I'll put it on is probably the electric bill for doing all this. Y'all take care of yourself, stay safe, stay cool, and talk to you soon. Like, share, and subscribe.